Welcome to Sandisa TV. Today I will tell you all about the 2018 American film called Overlord. Remember, this video contains spoilers, so be careful and don't forget to like and subscribe. On the eve of D-Day in an alternate 1940s where Executive Order 9981 is signed in 1944, a paratrooper squad, most of them in an integrated unit, is sent to destroy a German radio jamming tower in an old church. Their plane is shot down and crashes, and most of the squad, including squad leader Sergeant Rensin, die either in the crash or by Nazi soldiers and landmines. 4 survivors remain: Second-in-Command Corporal Ford, PFC Boyce, PFC Tibbet, and Private Chase. The team eventually meets Chloe, a young woman from the village where the church is located. She lets them take refuge in her house. Chloe lives with her 8-year-old brother Paul and her aunt, who was disfigured by Nazi experiments taking place in the church. After Tibbet and Chase depart to check the scheduled rendezvous site, a Nazi patrol led by SS Hauptsturmführer Waffner visits Chloe. Waffner sends his men away, and proceeds to coerce Chloe for sex, threatening to send her brother to the church to be fixed. Boyce interrupts the Nazi officer, and Ford is forced to follow suit, restraining Waffner. Attempting to reach the rendezvous point to look for Tibbet and Chase, Boyce witnesses Nazis burning disfigured villagers. He is chased by a dog and forced to hide in a truck carrying dead bodies into the church. Sneaking out of the truck, Boyce discovers an underground base that houses a radio operating room and a laboratory where the Germans perform experiments on the villagers involving a serum and a pit of black tar. Boyce takes a syringe containing the serum and rescues Rosenfeld, another member of the paratrooper squad, who had been captured alive. They escape through the base's sewers. Boyce and Rosenfeld get back to Chloe's house, where Tibbet and Chase have already returned. Waffner refuses to explain what the serum does, even as Ford tortures him. As the squad prepares to attack the church, Waffner attempts to escape, and fatally shoots Chase. Boyce, having seen a dead man apparently resurrected by the serum in the lab, injects Chase with the syringe. Chase is resurrected, but mutates and turns violent. A scuffle ensues, ending with Boyce bludgeoning Chase to death. A patrol responding to the carnage arrives, and a shootout erupts in which he dies and Ford blows half of Waffner's face off. Waffner escapes with Paul as a hostage and injects himself with 2 doses of the serum in the lab. Boyce proposes infiltrating the base and destroying the tower from the inside, which would also destroy the laboratory. The other privates support him, and Ford grudgingly agrees. Splitting up, Rosenfeld and Tibbet launch a frontal assault as a distraction, while Ford, Boyce, and Chloe enter the base using the sewers. Boyce and Ford plant the explosives, while Chloe looks for Paul. Chloe finds Paul, sends him back to the village, and kills a mutated test subject who corners her. She returns to the village, where Tibbet and Rosenfeld are pursued by the base's defenders. Tibbet is wounded while shielding Paul from gunfire. Chloe kills the remaining Germans and treats Tibbet's wounds. Waffner, now mutated and possessing superhuman strength and resilience, overpowers Ford and impales him on a meat hook. The serum was made by using the villagers' bodies to distill the power of the black tar, which had been running under the village for centuries. The aim was to create immortal and invincible soldiers to serve the Reich. As Boyce distracts Waffner, Ford pulls the hook out and injects himself with the serum to heal himself. He holds off Waffner long enough for Boyce to shoot an oxygen tank, which explodes and sends Waffner falling into the pit. As he begins to mutate, Ford orders Boyce to leave him behind and detonate the explosives, believing neither side should possess the serum. Boyce complies, and escapes as the church and jamming tower collapse behind him, killing Ford, Waffner, and the test subjects. He joins the others as a radio announces that the D-Day invasion concluded in a victory for the Allies. In his report, Boyce credits Ford for the decision to plant the bombs inside the church. The commanding officer questions Boyce regarding rumors of an underground lab under the church. Boyce, sharing Ford's view, denies seeing anything worth digging up. The officer seemingly accepts his story, and reveals that they will be reassigned to C Company as the war continues. Thanks for watching. Tell us in the comments if you liked this movie, and if you want to see more, help the channel out by hitting the subscribe button. See you next time.